All right, welcome back to the show, everyone. Hope y'all are having a good day so far. I had a request to check out this video from Nick Smith. Nick Smith NBA being the official YouTube name. This one's called NBA Legends on the Day Larry Bird Got His Revenge. And it's titled Larry Bird's Greatest Performance. You know what? I remember in the comment, the commenter explaining what this was about, but this is actually great because I forgot. So I don't remember what this exactly is covering with Larry Bird, but I'm excited to find out with you guys. And Nick Smith, I haven't reacted to one of his videos in a while, but he usually has this tendency of hitting a certain event. So like this would be Larry Bird gets his revenge, whatever that means. And then he usually gets it from multiple different angles to get the full story told by multiple individuals until we get the full picture. You know what I mean? So I'm hoping it's one of those because I'm really a big fan of those type of videos from Nick. I'm gonna link the original video down below in the description for you guys, like I always do. Highly recommend Nick Smith's channel. Good basketball stuff here. Tons of Jordan vids too. And if you guys couldn't tell, my voice is still wrecked. I'm still sick, so I apologize if my voice is a little hoarse or if I cough, sneeze, all that good stuff, sniffle during this reaction. I'll do my best, but just a fair warning, this isn't the way I usually sound. Anyways, everyone, let's get right into it. Please leave this video a like, helps out a ton. And let's see what this is all about. Let's see what this revenge story is.
To the story on the day that Ralph Sampson got under Larry Bird's skin during the NBA Finals and it totally backfired. Larry Bird has even called this game his best ever. So, I gathered interviews, footage, highlights and clips to bring you this tale.
Nice.
I hope you enjoy the video, and if you do, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you are new here and want more content just like this. You can find all the clips, interviews and footage on the screen and in the description box down below. So without further ado, let's dive into the story.
Guys, 551,000 subscribers. That's so awesome. Let's do it.
I was in Boston when you're facing the Celtics with the whole Jerry Seasting thing with the fight, and
yeah.
I mean that crowd was the Garden was pretty tough on you, Ralph.
While Ralph Sampson played like a man possessed. By the second quarter, Sampson's wrath was fully unleashed.
And now Pike has grabbed Sampson from behind.
He was ejected for battling Jerry Seasting, a Boston reserve standing 15 inches shorter.
Look at that. The guy gets punched in the face multiple times and he's still just like, I'm all right. Let's play.
The hallways that don't come to Boston, we're going to kill you, we're going to do this, whatever.
You got death threats?
You got a few
wow.
things, but we played anyway, so it was all right.
Bird all but threatened Sampson, telling him to expect some hard fouls at the Boston Garden. Bird said, Sampson and the rest of the Rockets better put on their hard hats because our fans can get nasty too. There will be a lot of contact in Boston.
Dude, could you imagine reading that before an NBA Finals game? Dude, you all know we'd be tuning in right now. We'd be lined up to watch this crap. Like they're going to go to battle. All right, game 6. Celtics in position to win this.
Today in Boston, a city hoping to crown another champion, where basketball is regarded as art, and where art sometimes imitates life.
Wow. Look at those. Look at that CGI.
We get in the game, and you know how the Garden was. It just hyped up, and you're ready to play.
Yeah.
You know, we're trying to get there before the game.
Oh my God, Ralph, I'm 5'2". You'd probably hit me too.
Larry gets the game because he will always try to be the first one on the court. And
some of the guys were still shooting before they came in, and
we would try to beat Larry to the gym.
We try to beat him on court just to frustrate him, so we did a little bit of that.
When we go to Boston, you go up to the service elevator, it had rats and roaches and all that kind of stuff. You go up and you go in the locker room, it's hot. They did all their tricks. But Larry would always come to the game, a couple hours early to get his shots up. So we'd try to beat him right in, and because he was in the gym a couple hours before the game started.
Yeah, take away his comfort.
Working on his game, working his shots, getting his mindset right. So
about an hour before the game, and some of the guys were still shooting before they came in,
and the crowd is already in.
Visiting Rockets return to the most uncomfortable guest house in sports. The gallows awaited Ralph Sampson, the villain of Game 5's melee.
Just being in the arena for that game and how much the fans wanted Sampson's blood. That was another one where we wanted blood.
I think everybody was there like 45 minutes before that game. People were just ready.
And the crowd is absolutely going berserk on him.
And when Sampson walked out, he walked by us. You could just see he was done. He was petrified.
I mean, that crowd was, the Garden was pretty tough on you, Ralph.
There was a mannequin human figure, right, with socks and jerseys and 50, and it had an afro wig on it, whatever, and then it had number 50 on it, had Sampson back, and they had a noose hanging up over the rail of the Boston Garden. Like they were gonna hang me when I got there.
So they're different times, man. Different times back then.
Eyes were on Ralph Sampson as he came into the arena today with the rest of the Rockets to a chorus of boos. Pat O'Brien asked him if he pays attention to what the press says about him.
Like I said, I haven't really read it and haven't seen it. I've seen it coming into the gym today.
Whether or not you've read it or not, you know it's going to happen. You are going to be the focus of the game. Will that affect you today, Ralph?
Larry, it's funny. He said he was watching the news the night before and he saw a news clip, the Rockets arriving, and looked at Ralph. And basically it said words to the effect to his wife, Dinah, I don't think we're going to have to worry about him tomorrow.
We were in the locker room, and, you could hear fans out there, but in '86 at Game 6, it sounded like they was in the locker room.
We're all in the locker room stretching and working it out, and we just can't wait. It's the moment before the moment of truth. And what you
I'm sorry. This is such an appropriate background for Bill. Like, what the hell? Oh my God.
Live for in that locker room with the guys coming together with a collective sense of effort and purpose. And then Larry comes into the locker room and he looks at us all, and he rarely said anything collectively to the team.
I can remember looking at Bill Walton.
But he looked at us all and gathered all our attention. He said,
hey, I'm telling you.
They want
blood
of the Houston Rockets.
Them fans want blood out there.
And if we don't deliver today, they're going to want our blood.
Yeah, it's true.
They don't care whose they get.
If we lose, it's our blood.
If we don't win this game, they want our blood. That's how it is here.
Now let's get going. Who's coming with me?
Man, that place was rocking that day. I mean, it's always rocking.
And in that game, Larry Bird played his self-admitted and acknowledged greatest game that he ever played.
Tommy Heinsohn, after what we had in game number 5, what do you foresee as far as the way the officials will handle this game, particularly at the outset?
It's going to require all their experience. It's going to be a tough game. They have to control early and not let the game get out of control.
Numbers have become a big thing with basketball writing and just the way we think about basketball these last, I would say, 7-8 years. And I like the numbers, 80% of it. I do feel like sometimes they kind of lose the impact. And I think a really good example is Bird's Game 6 in '86, which he said is the best he could ever play, which you've written is your favorite Bird performance.
Yep.
For one game.
Okay, so that means he's not just going to score up a bunch of points and rack up stats. He's probably going to do all the little things it takes to win a game. I'm excited.
Larry Bird played a different sport.
Because, this was '86. I was born in '82. I was not watching basketball at all yet. So I've heard of this. I don't know about this in detail, so this is great.
What has been described and immortalized in many different ways as the greatest game he ever played.
He didn't shoot lights out. His PER wasn't the best of any Bird performance, but like the way he played and how he was just everywhere on the court, like a free safety, just a freaking maniac for 3.5 quarters.
Look at him in the middle, boxing out.
And a basket.
You got the Twin Towers down there, and he don't give a damn.
When he comes to play, he gets his nose and his mustache dirty underneath there. Good move against the three big guys.
He didn't score 60. It wasn't a near quadruple double, and he hit no buzzer beaters.
And the way he played and how he was just everywhere on the court, like a free safety, just a freaking maniac for 3.5 quarters. I've never seen anybody have an imprint on that game, scoring less than 30 points.
And just the emotions were so high because we had our best team and we had to win that game.
And here was Larry. Larry got every rebound. Larry made every steal. He made every pass. He just literally did everything and made the rest of the world seem inconsequential.
Yep. I'm going to go out and do what I'm going to do. No one's going to stop me.
Here's Bird. 3-on-1 Boston. Pass back Bird. Larry Bird read every play. He read every one of the minds of the Rockets before they made a move.
Disrupting passing lanes, finding his teammates, even winning a jump ball against Olajuwon.
How did he get the jump ball against Olajuwon?
He'll be jumping
kidding me?
against Olajuwon and giving up a few inches, to say the least.
Are you kidding? That's Olajuwon when he's like, what, 2 years in the league?
Oh, he did.
Ainge to Bird. Pulls up at the line. 14 for Larry Bird. Larry Bird very close to a triple-double already in this first half. He won't get it, of course, with 10 seconds to go. But he has 8 rebounds and 8 assists and a double-figure score.
He had 5 assists in 3 minutes.
But he didn't tell everyone else, did he? At the end of 1/2 of Game 6, the game that could give the Celtics the title over Bill Fitch and the Rockets, it's Boston 55, Houston 38.
Even with the 17-point cushion, Bird decided to shake things up. He took off his jersey during the break and put on a fresh one. He admitted it was something he hadn't done before. I changed up my uniform during halftime, and that's something I never do. Bird wrote in his book, Drive, the story of my life. I was playing so well and feeling so great that I just took that uniform off, stuffed it into my bag, and got a new uniform out. That way I would have 2 championship uniforms instead of 1.
That line. That's so Larry Bird right there. I didn't know where he was going with it. That way I would have 2 championship uniforms instead of 1. That's a man who knows what he's about to do. That's crazy, man. That's just a Larry Bird thing.
And when the fans were into it, or we wasn't into it, they let us know. And it'd do the same thing if they're screaming real loud to me. You know, they don't like it. You know, they paid their money to come in here.
Bird coming over to double Sampson. Passing Lloyd.
What a crowd.
Bird doubling Akeem right now, and Parrish blocks the shot. Quickly out to Ainge from Bird. Sampson is back, and Danny Ainge with a nifty reverse layup.
Larry at his peak couldn't run faster than I can move today.
And he wasn't a great athlete, but I think he was mentally tough to know what his skill set, what he could do, what he couldn't do, and he used it to the best of his ability.
Yeah, with all these guys playing above the rim and just dominating everything, there was Larry grabbing every rebound, every single rebound. And instead of just putting it right back up, he would go run out to the three-point line and just throw it up there and not even look at it, just run down the court going like this.
Larry Bird. And the Celtics lead by 20.
He didn't score 60. It wasn't a near quadruple double. And he hit no buzzer beaters. But you only have to watch the game to see that he was, in classic Bird fashion, everywhere, doing everything at all times.
Yeah, he literally ripped their heart out. Like, he ripped the heart out of them. The crowd followed and roared. That's how you psychologically win a game, man. You don't give up an inch. It's incredible.
At first glance, you notice his box score wasn't all that
crazy
sensational.
shot.
29 points, 11 rebounds, 12 assists on 47% shooting.
And you look at the numbers and it's like 29, 10, and 12, something like that. I've never seen anybody have an imprint on that game scoring less than 30 points.
The defensive dominance that Larry did on that afternoon in June of '86. I would love just that tape to be shown to every high school and college coach.
Yeah, I want to see those numbers too. Like how many blocks did he get? How many steals did he get? Because he's just, man.
Every pro coach now, just everybody just say, you can't play basketball better.
Isolated 1-on-1. McRae didn't go for the fake. Pass back.
Jeez. Nah, it's just willpower.
Even when things break down for the Celtics, they score anyway.
You could shoot better, you could jump higher, whatever the case may be, but if you don't have that heart, like Larry Bird's heart could never be questioned. When he decided he's going to win, he found a freaking way to win.
I had control of the game. I could do anything I wanted to do. It was a meaningful game. I knew if we won, we'd win the championship. The series was tough. You lose a lot of sleep during that. You're tired. That's one game I always felt that in a big situation like that, I always performed at a high level.
The Boston Celtics have done it again. Celtics never trailed, and this crowd loved it all the way.
Today was too long of a wait for us, but when we got here today, we was very serious.
Are you surprised at how Ralph Sampson played so soft in this game today?
Well, the fans had a lot to do with that.
You know, they traveled. I mean, I know people used to go down after work, get something to eat and go to the game. Not once a week, every time we played, for every game I was there. So you felt indebted to them to at least go out there and try to do something special that night and win a basketball game.
It's easy to say. That's when they had it right. They had it right. Nowadays, it's so disconnected. I never hear any player nowadays talking about, the customer. These fans who are spending their hard-earned money, taking the time away from their life to go support the team and spending a lot of money to do so. While these are like hardworking average Americans, we're not talking about the wealthy. We're talking about people busting their ass all day and they're like, man, I really want to catch this game and support the team. So they're spending money they shouldn't spend on supporting the team. And then you don't deliver or you don't even show up. It's so disconnected from what it was before. Bird understood this. Magic understood this. MJ, Kobe, you name it.
Say now, but we weren't going to lose in 86.
But it's how we won. It's the ball movement. It's you go back and look at that. There were 7 passes. The ball didn't touch the ground. Everybody on the team touched it.
Yeah.
How often is your team that good, that many great players, and everybody's 100% healthy? And we went 50-1 that year.
And you had guys just dropping things, and we would run out teams, and it was just so much fun playing.
This is a rarity in sports. I don't think it's ever happened that a celebration has started before the end of a game. How sweet is that? That's a great move to avoid the crush of the crowd.
Our team had an unbelievable ability late to really win a lot of games.
Kevin, I was so nervous before them games. I couldn't wait till they started, but once I stepped on the court and go shoot layups, everything just calmed down. I was very fortunate that happened.
That moment was like...
That's cool. See? Even Larry Bird, I argue the most clutch basketball player I've ever seen. And he was nervous before the big games, but he didn't let it stop him.
Like the pinnacle of your career, I remember telling my wife I was driving home, and I went I just don't know how I can get better than this. I don't know how. We won the championship. We played unbelievable.
He was the king, and basketball was his kingdom.
Bird finished with 29 points, 11 rebounds, and 12 assists, and he was awarded the Sport Magazine MVP award. And rightly so, significantly since Bird himself believed it was the peak of his performance. That was the only game I thought I was totally prepared for. As far as the focus was concerned, none better. Never. I should have quit right there.
Larry Bird, the greatest player I ever played with, by far.
I never saw a man play a better game of basketball, ever. That's the greatest individual performance.
And I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, please help me out by hitting that like button, subscribe if you are new for more content just like this one, and I think you will find these 2 videos also very enjoyable, so be sure to check them out. I'll catch you guys in the next one.
Wow, what a story. What a story. I like how he says that was it. That was my peak. I should have just walked away after that. That's like such a boxer move, That's such a boss move. Now just drop the mic right here. I'm done. You could just remember me like this for the rest of our lives. Just remember that. You want to talk about Larry Bird? Just remember that performance. Man, thank you so much for the suggestion to watch this and react to this, because this was fantastic. It's one of those things that I knew of, but I didn't know all the details, and I didn't know of the bad blood leading into this game. I really didn't. Maybe it's something I knew of when I was younger, but I totally forgot. but I forgot what was on the line here in that game 6. So that was a really cool story. Let me know what you guys thought of it. Not much else for me to say, because I mean, you know, Larry Bird is just, he's top 5 all time in my list. He's not going anywhere anytime soon. And it's because of these things. It's not just about numbers. For me, at least, it's not. Maybe for you it is. For me, it's always been about a lot more than numbers as far as who's the greatest, as far as greatness goes. As far as like, we're just talking who's producing. Okay, yeah, we can look at numbers a little more, I guess. But Larry Bird's one of those dudes. Not only did he never get empty stats, but a lot of the things that he did on the court to alter the course of a game in the Celtics' favor were not recorded. They're not recorded stats. They're just things he did in order to win. And it's guys like that that I always have my eye on, as opposed to guys who are just stat padding, but not doing the little things it takes to win. You know, like on a leadership level, setting the tone, like Larry Bird did here and did his entire career, leading the charge, knowing he's a captain and knowing what those responsibilities are, and also knowing his responsibility to the fans. Like, I got nothing negative to say about Larry Bird, and that's crazy when it comes to sports. I can't say a damn thing about him that is negative. Even when he was a coach, damn good coach, man. I wish he did it for longer, actually, because he was freaking great at it. So yeah, I'm gonna leave it at that. And hell, if it wasn't for a performance like this, Hakeem could have got 3 championships under his belt, but wasn't happening this time. All right, everyone, I'm out of here. Once again, I apologize for my voice. Hopefully by the next one, it's a little better. We'll see what happens. And I thank you all for watching. Like the video if you haven't done it yet. I'd appreciate it. Go check out Nick Smith's channel if you enjoyed this video. And subscribe to the channel if you want more content like this. Guys, I'll see you in the comments section. And then hit that bell if you want to get notified for the next vid. All right, everyone. Until we meet again. Peace out.